Oh wait, there's more. Wait a minute. Oh wow, look at that, man. This is so far. This is the highest round we've seen out of any of these Paragons, man. Dude, look at all those missiles, man. This reminds me when he had the gold village on him. Alrighty, so last time I was getting done the primary Paragons. This time it is time for the military ones here. And I'm assuming the military ones are going to take just as long. The primary ones, like, I thought it would be very fast and I would be able to get through like every single one of them all in one session. But like the ice tower itself and same with attack each took like an hour in themselves. So although if we start with the sniper, I don't think this guy's actually going to take that long just because of the way he attacks here. And I am kind of curious about how he'll look. I'm assuming he'll probably take the sprite of the bottom path, but maybe instead of like having orange here, it'll be like maybe it's like blue or red is what I'm thinking here. But let me get this guy cross path all the way here. 780, so it's not as expensive. Elite Moab Crippler, a fast firing smart Moab crippling rifle that can deal with almost anything. Let's get him as a degree 1, and he indeed looks like, oh wow, yo, he actually looks like a Spartan from Halo, man. This guy looks way different than I thought. Go ahead and play it here. And he also sent out cash crates that give you 10,000. The cooldown is very fast on it in itself too. Oh, wait, the cooldown's even faster than this. Oh, wait, okay, wait, now we have to wait for it. So maybe once this is active, it drops 2. Let me use this. It's 1, and then when it's halfway, it drops another. Okay, yeah, so it's gonna drop 2. He's already made 40k cash. Let me get a tech bot on him, man, so we can always have that going on. And I think I need a banana farmer around him too. Although he didn't drop a second one that time. Oh, there he goes. So maybe he's going to default like automatically drop 1. And then also when you cast the ability, he drops 1. That's kind of what it seems like, although now it's just 1. I can't use the ability again. Yeah, I have no idea. It's a little weird. I'll just have these guys here. We'll have a tech bot and we'll have a farmer there to collect. So we will see just how many get dropped. But I can go ahead and speed it up to 25 times speed here. This guy should be pretty good. But based on how it's looking now, we aren't really gonna probably see anything come across here except maybe the baboon's gonna get like up to right here, right? Let's see. Yeah, it literally gets up to right there. So we've got a ways to go here. All right, T. So round 145 is looking like the limitation here as a degree 1. I'll go ahead and put it as slow as possible just to make sure this is the round. But in comparison to its 555 counterpart, the 555 got to round 180 solo without any kind of buffs. So the Paragon is a little bit worse in terms of just like the base stats. However, if this one's anything like the other ones, then once we get this guy as a degree 100, he will get a ton more power on him, man. That's usually how they go. So now we should be back at the point where he's one-shotting pretty much everything again, right? Although these things are still getting kind of far again. Or is that kind of how it was before at the very beginning? Yeah, it's pretty much like how it was at the beginning. Although the bad balloons do push a little bit. So once we get past round 200, those fortified bads might be the reason why we actually end up losing. But all in all, I don't really see it getting as far as the ice or the glue got. You know, those got pretty high into the 200s. Well, maybe the ice got very high. The ice and tack, man. These guys got very high in the 200s. I don't know if this guy will get that far, but I think he should be able to make it to like 210 or 220, but we'll see. Round 171 is looking like it's been going as slow as possible. It just lost before, so I played it back to slow it down, and as you can see, they get right on past here. Not too bad, but also not really too good either. It definitely loses the ability to actually stun the Moabs, because that's something the top path has that's just gone now. But the 555 got to round 180 without any kind of buff solo. Well, no, that was the first time. It actually got to round, yeah, it got to round 225 the next time, the recent time I tested him out, actually. I was looking at the wrong number here. And then with buffs, it got over 300. So in terms of the power of this one, this is more like what an actual Paragon would be like. Like, I feel like this one's the most balanced here out of the ones we've seen so far from this mod. And it also made 1.7 million here. Pretty crazy overall, man. Now, one thing to mention is these guys actually have 2 modes. Like, the mode that I'm using now is the balance mode, but I can go into settings and make them unbalanced. And I'm assuming the primary ones were pretty much unbalanced because there was no toggle setting there. Like, it never asked me, never let me know. They were just OP. So I'm kind of going into this assuming that these ones are going to be somewhat balanced. This one's the First Strike Commander, a submarine that fires 20 deadly missiles every second. What could go wrong? Let us find out here. Is it going to be blue? I'm assuming it is because the item card. And okay, look, this is what could go wrong. It's submerged. Oh, but it is pretty blue here. Can I like unsubmerge without doing anything? No, you can. You can just set it to the regular target. It's got a ton of radius here, man. We can go ahead and play it here. And it now has, okay, I see, yeah. So the one problem with this is the missiles might actually be too slow, but it does remind me of the 555 version of the sub that, you know, when it's broken, you know, it just shoots out a bunch of these. Oh, this is shooting out way more missiles, and that's the main damage here. Go ahead and put it to 25 times speed here as it speeds its way through. Not sure if this radius is really going to do any kind of damage. It might do extra damage to Bloons inside here, but, you know, we'll have to see once we get to that point. For now, everything is pretty much getting shredded just around here. It does have AoE damage to the missiles as well, so that's going to be a lot more for it. I honestly was looking down at my notes. I didn't even see the bad man. Well, since the bad got obliterated right here, I'm assuming it's gonna get very far. Probably will get farther than the sniper here. Okay, I saw it bad that time. Yeah, it only got to right here, so we've definitely got a ways to go. This guy might actually get to round 180 minimum, you know, as a degree 1. He's already at like 12 million pops here and counting. So we'll see how it goes. I come back to round 190, and it was going as slow as it can be, but this time I will speed through so we can see it for ourselves here. I'm assuming what happened is there's like a bad balloon or a 45 bad that got super far. It gets popped like all the way right here, and then the balloons just rush on by. Because it was just ceramics that got by, right? Yeah, the first battle we take out around here, so it'll definitely have to be a fortified or something. Unless this is just it. Okay, I see. So maybe it doesn't have as much AoE damage as I'm thinking. Although it does have a lot there. Yeah, these bads, this one's barely damaged and solid right here. It's the first one down and we get the insides pretty easily. But yeah, this one's got a ton of health, man. It'll probably get popped right around here. The DT's just gonna rush on by. That's the only downside about having the missile. Oh, one thing I noticed is it's actually unsubmerged now, so we can see it shooting projectiles. But yeah, the DTs just get right on by there. So that will be it for a degree 1. We still have to set him to a degree 100 here. Let me just put 190 in my notes. We can go ahead and play it back and see how it performs better while it's going on. So this one's already much better than the sniper was. The sniper degree 1 got to just 170. This guy's already at, you know, round 190 is a degree 1. Now that he's a 100, let me see the damage on this bad balloon here. Yeah, bad balloon's barely getting past the first bend, so we can go ahead and speed it back up to a 25 times speed, because it will be a while before this guy loses now, huh? But I did think he would get past 200 default, so maybe now that he's, you know, fully up with degree 100, he'll probably get to like 240, 250 is what I'm thinking, but we'll see. Round 227. Let me go ahead and speed it up here. So I saw this one. I was actually standing in the room while this one lost. And at the very end, the last fortified bad isn't targeted at all during most of the round. So there's not enough time to really get it popped and shredded all the way down. As you see here, we get that first one. We're able to get the second one as well here. But this third one's all the way right here. I mean, I could slow it down even more, but as slow as it's going, this guy's moving pretty fast, man. We get that final bandage on it, but it's the DDTs, right? Yeah, dude, DDTs. That's the one problem about the sub, man. DDTs are just a little bit too fast for the missiles to actually drop down and hit. So round 227 is going to be the limitation as a degree 100 here. It doesn't even have a billion pops, which is a bit surprising. Or RBE damage, whatever you want to call this thing. Now, as for the boat, we already know what the boat one looks like. I think this one's limitation is around like 160 or 170, you know, somewhere around there. But, you know, we are good to go ahead and get... Oh, I don't have ultimate crosspathing. Oh, this might be the one that's broken. Okay, I see. It was always warning me every time I was starting my game that this mod, like, it actually did not work ultimate crosspathing for, you know, one of the towers. So I'm guessing this is the one. But as a degree 1, he should be pretty good. I think he gets up to past 140, right? I'll leave him default as is. We'll go ahead and speed it up. And once he actually does end up losing, then I'll start microing this ability here. But I do think he gets past 140. He gets to like 150 or 160, I think. We'll see. Bro, did this guy get buffed or something around 188? I haven't even used my micro yet, man. Looking at it now here. Let's slow it down to 3 times speed, so something manageable. See, we've got great bad damage here. So how do we end up losing this? Do we not have the hook ability for the DDTs? Okay, yeah, that's what it is. I gotta hook that last one and we'll be good. Oh, no shot. No shot. We lost the 3 greens on 89, man. That's crazy. Play that back. I just use all the hooks when applicable. How many times can I hook a bad per round? Is it 2? Or is it just 1? Did I just waste my hook? I use it twice. It might be just 2 times. Yeah, it's only twice. So we have to just burn this one down as is, which we should have because everything else is just obliterated. Okay, I was about to say, if we didn't get those DDTs again, man. It seems like fortified DDTs are a problem at this point. Like 190 might be our limitation here. I already used 1 hook. There's a second hook, so we'd have to burn this bad down as is. But it's the only thing on screen, so we should be all right. Oh, but it's getting very far, man. Oh, yeah, 190 is going to be the limitation here, which overall is pretty insane for a default tower at degree 1. And it's also why it's one of my favorites. So as a degree 100, I think it gets to like a little bit over 200. I didn't think any of the Paragons actually got past round 200 as like a max degree. We're even getting close to 200, man, because the dart and the boomerang, both when they were maxed out, the boomerang got to 185 max and the dart maxed out to 151. And those are the only like in-game Paragons that we've tested besides this guy. So him and the ninja usually get very far, and the plane might get very far, the ace as well as the wizard. I don't think the engineer gets too far. But I can go ahead and speed up. I was looking at my notes, so I really wasn't paying attention to what was going on. I think we shred the bads pretty fast now, right? Yeah, they don't even make it halfway anymore. So this guy definitely has a way to go. He's definitely going to get past 200. And for him, I'm thinking around 240 when I'm using the ability 240. Without the ability, probably just like 220, 230, but round 207 here. This is the first time where I'm gonna have to use the ability here. I'm not honestly sure what actually caused him to lose. I wasn't paying too too much attention to the screen, but I think we have the damage for the regular ones. It's just the fortified ones that get a little far right. We'll see if we can pop the first one and then I'll hook in the next one. The first one gets popped, I'll hook the next one so we can just carry those ones. So we're good to go. Dude, this is kind of fun, man. It's like a little mini game. I'm watching all the bad whales and then whenever I see the fortified, then I hook it in. Oh, this is the second one. Maybe we should get that guy. As long as there's not 3, then we're good. We've only been getting 2 bads for a round, like 2 of the fortified ones, so we have enough damage to handle the first ones. But yeah, man, it's like I'm playing Go Fish or something. But instead of being the card game, I actually have a fishing rod. That being my little hook here, but there's 2. Even if the 2 are really close together, it's fine. As long as there's not 3, then we're good to go. How much income do we get from 1 bad balloon? We're at 8, 4... Okay, I don't know how much that was. I'll try to pay more attention when there's just 1 bad left on the screen, but it went by so fast, so I'll have to slow the game down. All right, here we go. There's 1 bad left. We're at 9,240. Okay, at the end of the round, he's giving us extra cash, but it looked like we get like 500 per bad balloon, which that's not really a lot, man. Oh, dude, could you imagine if the engineer Paragon had like the balloon trap, and the balloon trap was an ability where you could set on like a mega trap to capture one of these whales? It'd be like the whaler trap, man, and then it would actually give you the income you would normally get if it was just like a round 1 bad. That would be actually insane, because I feel like a round 1 bad would give you, what is that, like 20k? Somebody do the math on that for me. If not, then I'll figure it out later, no worries. Oh no, wait a minute, there's 3 of these guys. This might be the round, man. As soon as I put it to 10 times speed, I can only hook the first 2. So this one, we just have to have the damage for it, but I don't think we have the damage at all, man. Although he's getting very low. He's at his last bandage, but that's gonna be clearing the map there. So round 227 is gonna be the limitation here, man, which is very impressive for a default base in-game tower here. And then he has 862 million. Okay, so this is the same as a sub. Actually, wait a minute. These are the same exact stats as the sub, man. Well, sort of. At degree 1, the sub got to around 190, and this guy got to around 199, but mainly because the ability gave it an extra 9 rounds there. Oh, no, it was also 190. Never mind. Yeah, so it's the same exact stats. The sub got to around 190, this guy got to around 190, and then both of them, as a degree 100, got to around 227, man. So maybe the sub was actually just based off of the stats of the boat, man. Who knows? As for the plane, I don't think it really matters too much where I put it. We have wing monkey targeting. I don't know if that is going to be the best in slot though. This one's just this default Goliath Doom shit. We already know how this one is. Now this one also requires a little bit of micro, and I honestly don't know the best for the micro, so I'll leave him on wing monkey. And as for the targeting here, I think going from like this corner up to here would probably be like the best in slot. I don't know why they can't just make it just a regular nuke, bro. If its middle path has a wide map nuke, why can't this guy have it? This guy should have 2, man. He's got 2 little segments here. I will say this is probably the coolest looking Paragon though. Although I like how the boat performs the most, this guy definitely has the, top tier for the coolness here. I wish you could change like the shaders or the colors of the T5s or the Paragons, man. This guy's kind of fine in himself, but the boat I'd probably make more black and red. Go ahead and speed this up here. Alrighty, so I have been using the ability here, and 160 seems to be the limitation. I could use it one more time and he might beat it, but you guys know I really don't like micro, so I'm gonna go ahead and just get this guy as a degree 100 from the get-go, and we'll see how far he gets now. Looks like around 200 seems to be the limitation for this guy, and honestly I don't blame him. 245 bads at, around 200 type of health, and the DTs, okay, I see what's gonna happen. So we are able to get that first set of DTs, but this next one is gonna get even farther than the first, and those DTs are probably gonna clear the map. In the meantime, I've been cleaning. If any of you guys were wondering what I do in between these things, sometimes I play a puzzle game on my phone, other times I'm doing other chores, so right now I'm cleaning out my room here. I'm not gonna be here for too much longer, so I gotta figure out what stuff I'm going to give away to, my younger siblings, and what stuff I'll give to Goodwill or something. Around 200 is gonna be the limitation for this guy. Oh, how many pops does he have? Yeah, 400 million here. Okay, so I'm starting to understand the pops to round ratio, but not bad overall. Now for the heli, I've got no idea what to expect here. I'm assuming he's gonna look like the top path. I mean, that does look the coolest, but he'll probably look, ooh, he might look purple. Unless he's looks like the bottom path, but he looks purple. But it's gonna be called Apache Commander. So there's Comanche Commander, the top one's Apache Prime. So it's, okay, I see, it's the mix between the two. We just totally ignore special operations. What's it called? What's stronger than one Apache Prime? Multiple? Wait a minute, hold up. Are all the little mini helis gonna be Apache Primes? No, there's only one. And we also got a crate. So it gave us 9k already. But yeah, he looks like the bottom path. He looks like purple camo, dude. This honestly looks like one of those camo skins you can get in like Call of Duty or something. I still only see one though, so I'm not sure if there actually is like more than one or not. We have the ability still. Okay, so when you use the ability, okay, it says there's another mini one that follows the mouse. I mean, I guess it's all right. I'm not too sure how to feel about it. Let me get down this guy, a little banana farmer, to collect all the crates that do drop. Although he is kind of dropping them wherever he is, so I'll probably have to put these guys around the whole map to collect them all. I mean, it doesn't really matter too much. We really don't need cash. I just kind of use it to see how much cash this guy's generated. But I will need to get a tech bot here for that ability. And I suppose I'll leave him here in the center for now. He is shooting all the way over there. Yeah, I'll go ahead and get it to... Oh, wait, there's more. Wait a minute. Oh, was it the more that you click the ability, the more that spawn? Oh, let me see this. Oh, wow, look at that, man. I'm assuming they do have a cooldown, yeah, so you can only have a max of 3 at once. But mostly it's going to be 2 for most of the time, but occasionally you will get 3 for a little bit of extra damage there. We'll go ahead and speed it up 25 times speed. And we will go ahead and see when this guy loses here, man. Alrighty, it looks like around 161 is the limitation, and we lost all of our mini drones, so anytime we do reset this, we are losing out on some damage. I can have it on 3 times speed and play it normal, but I think the problem are DDTs is just a little bit too fast. Yeah, look how fast they are, man. But that's one thing the helis always struggle with is the fortified DDTs. It literally can handle everything else except those, so we can go ahead and set this guy to a degree 100, and it should be a lot more damage as it gives us another cash crate. It'd be kind of cool if the sprite changed from the bottom path to like the top paths, but I think the mini ones kind of look like the bottom paths. Let me see. No, they still look like, oh yeah, they look like bottom paths. I thought they would look like the top paths for a second, but when they get up close and shoot, they'll shoot like the top paths, but the other bottom. We have 4 of them now. We've got 5 of them now. Are they permanent? Nah, it's just the cooldown is much shorter. Still a lot more damage though. I can go ahead and speed this back up to 25 times speed, and I'm honestly not sure if this will get that far just by the way the heli is. Like, it still might not be able to get past 200 because these guys are getting kind of far as is, but we'll see. Alrighty, look, the hard part about this is the moment I reset, we literally lose all of our mini guys here, so I've got 1 on the board. The fortified DTs are doing what they always do, but it's really those bad balloons when they start spawning, man. I could have this guy down and try to focus him here, but one thing I've realized is this helicopter is really not that fast. Like, they're much slower than the DDTs. We'll do it default 3 times speed here. Maybe I need these guys targeted to fortify the whole time. We got all of our damage back up, but it seems like most of it would come from the main tower because these guys are barely touching this one. We got 5 of them. I can't even see if it has a last bandage or not. I would have to turn down the effects. Yeah, it does. But we do not have enough for the DDT, so around 201 is going to be the limitation for the heli. I mean, it's kind of what I was expecting for him to just get around the 200 mark. He doesn't really have too much damage for the fortified DDTs. They're a little too fast, so it does fall within expectations. And he did generate 2.4 million, so he literally made the same income back that he costed. So that's a plus there. As for the mortar, now this is one tower I would have to micro, but I do have a mod that makes it so it'll actually target like a regular tower. I'm not sure how it actually works with the Paragon here called the Bloon incineration and all. Did you know if you combine huge damage, fast firing, and deadly flames, you get a super powerful monkey? Yes, indeed. If it's going to be anything like the 555. Although it didn't even absorb this guy. I think that's an error, man. This guy was supposed to get absorbed here, but I guess I can sell him. It's fine. He looks kind of wonky. He looks like the sniper, but a little worse. And he blinks, but his eyes are all black. So as you can see, his target right now is set to first. So I think he will target. Yeah. He's literally going to target wherever he needs to target, which is very good for me, man. Now you guys can't yell at me about my micro here. This guy's doing everything himself. Go ahead and speed it up. Go to 25 times speed here as well. And I am thinking he is going to outperform the heli for sure. Because although the heli has great single target damage, this guy's got great damage for pretty much any balloon within the radius. And then on top of that, he'll always be able to hit those DDTs. Let me see, do we even see the, well, these things are going kind of slow, so maybe DDT could get past, but when it lands, it has such a wide AoE that it should be able to hit. At least that's what I'm banking on, but we'll see. Yo, what the world? What is this round, man? Round 269 as a degree 1 is crazy. Yo, I'm not gonna have enough rounds to get through this. Bro, I gotta go in a regular game, man. But it seems like at this point, the last fortified bat is a bit too much for it to deal with here, right? Yeah, I mean, it'll almost get popped, but it does clear the map before we actually lose here. So normally I would keep going, but yo, it's going to get past 300. I gotta go to like a default game, bro. Alrighty, so I'm here in a regular game and I was doing a little bit of farming, got 14k on the board, but I am good to get this guy to a degree 100, although I didn't need to get the income for it. I don't know why I did that. I also forgot to sell Ben too. He was helping out a little bit, but it's mainly the bad balloons that get by anyway, so it is what it is. But we are good to go ahead and fast it forward once more here, and then actually see how far this guy gets to, because I already know he's getting past 300. And for you guys wondering why I had to move out of the challenge editor, that's the cap of the rounds. Like, even though I have gone to a round way past 300, that's literally all it lets me get to. So for anything that goes even further beyond, then I'm going to have to go into a regular game here, which is what we're doing now. But I am good to go ahead and fast forward even more, because even the fortifiers don't even get halfway now. They don't even get past the second man, which is absolutely crazy. So we're good to go back to 25 times speed here and speed it on up. Although it is a tad bit a little laggy here. Well, let me speed it down a little bit. There you go. 10 times seems to be the right speed here. I'll leave it on 10 times for a while and we will see whenever this guy loses. Round 342 seems to be the limitation for this guy here, which is absolutely insane. Don't get me wrong. This is so far, this is the highest round we've seen out of any of these Paragons, man. And it even has like another mode to this that's even more powerful than what it is now. So this ain't even its strongest form, but it definitely feels like it, man. I feel like some of these towers are kind of like glitched out where it is their strongest. Like the attack in the ice getting up like above around 280 is absolutely insane. And this guy getting up to 342 is crazy. This guy's approaching Spike Factory pre-buff status. I butchered that so bad. But anyways, he's got 8.6 billion pops here for the degree 100 mortar monkey here. Very nice. As for the last one, we have the dartling, and I'm honestly unsure where it's going to be the best spot to put him. It might be right back here. That way he's able to shoot, you know, just directly up here. When the balloons are getting this way, he'll be targeted to them. Although, wait, I think I actually have a targeting option for him as well, right? Okay, yeah, he's got the same targeting option, so it doesn't really matter where I put him. He can be here and it'll be fine. Although if it was right here, he probably would get more value, huh? No, right here should be fine. And I will do this on this game mode as well, just so... Look at him trying to get to my mouse so bad, man. That's why he's turning. Just in case he does get past the round 300 like the last one, because this guy might be pretty strong in himself. But I need to do some farming first. Jeez, alrighty, so I now see this. The Ray of Mad costs 2 million, man. And there is a ton more farming I need to do here. And right before we get to the final round, we have enough for the Ray of Mad here. A machine so powerful, not even Dr. Monkey can make it at full power. The explosive mad bullets had to be less powerful for it to be even possible to make. Holy man. Oh, wait, is that saying that it's not going to be as strong with the rockets? Oh, it's already going to be a degree 17. Okay, let me go ahead and do this. And then I need to click on again. Whoa. Dude, look at all those missiles, man. This reminds me when he had the gold village on him. Let me set him back down to degree 1 here. That way he's not like super OP. Even though he is kind of OP in himself. I actually think this guy might get past round 300 as well, man, based on his power. Yeah, we barely even see the bad balloon so far, and he's only going to get stronger. But as you can see, even though he is going towards my mouse, he will default and quickly snap back to wherever the regular targeting is. So whenever he's not targeting anything, he'll go to my mouse, but when there is balloons on screen, he will target the balloons. And I have him set to first as well. We should be good to go ahead fast for this with a 25 times speed as it is now, and they're getting a little bit farther now, so maybe he's not going to get too far as the default right now. I see balloons that are very fast might be an issue for him. I might need to move him too, but I'll leave him here for now, and as he's going along, I will get myself some food in real life. Seems like around 195 is going to be the limitation for this guy as a degree 1. And from what it looks like, his damage ain't too bad, and he's got pretty good pierce, so I'm actually kind of confused. Well, no, never mind, that makes sense. Because you're only going to have so much damage, and as these things scale in health, they're going to get tankier and tankier. Because I'd assume that at this point, he would be one-shotting these fortified Moabs, but looks like it takes like a projectile or two. So this little rush is going to be what causes us to lose here, yeah. Like, it seems like it looks like he has pierce, but at the same time, it doesn't really feel like it. But anyways, we are good to get him as a degree 100 here, so he should have a ton more damage on him. Go ahead, fast it forward here, and yeah, now we're right back to them not getting past his first bend again. Let's see for the bad balloon though. I know one's coming up here. So yeah, even the bad can barely get past this bend. So honestly, in comparison to the last one, the mortar, I literally think the mortar is glitched out, or like I said before, these towers are set to a balanced setting, but I feel like the mortar is the one tower who's probably wasn't set there. I didn't go into the settings myself and change anything. Like, everything is default as is. But when I did load into my game, it said all the military Paragons were set to the a balanced setting, meaning I could go in the settings and make them OP if I wanted to. But I definitely have the suspicion the mortar is already set to that OP modifier, man, because round 269 at base is higher than some of the others as a degree 100. That's pretty crazy in itself. But I mean, since this guy got to 195 at a degree 1, I think as a 100 he'll probably get to like maybe like 260 is what I'm thinking. 280. I don't know if we'll get kind of up to 300, man. That might be a little bit of a stretch, but he might get up around there. Dude, his sprite definitely reminds me of the Devastator from Borderlands 1. But anyways, let's wait and see how far he gets. Or more so, I'm gonna wait and see. For you guys, it's going to be instant. Looks like around 249 will be the limitations for this guy. We can play it back once more. 3 times speed here, right? Yeah, it's on 3 times speed. So it looks like we do have a ton of damage for the balloons themselves, but the DDTs are going to be very fast. I feel like some of the projectiles aren't actually going to be hitting them, and that's how we end up losing. Yeah, you can see it gets all the way through here, and once it's a straightaway, we're able to hit it. So maybe if he was down here, it would get him like an extra round or two. We'll see. Yeah, this guy's taking a ton of damage. He'll probably get popped before here, but the DDT is going to rush all the way on through. Yup, look at that. He can't even reach it, man. man. So that's what ends up happening to most of these towers that do shoot up projectiles like that, is like when the projectiles aren't that fast, you know, it's very hard to catch the DDTs on this point forward. But he's got 1 billion pops here, man, and round 249 isn't that bad at all. So to recap, as the degree 1, the sniper got to 145, then it got to round 171. The sub was at round 190 and got to round 227 fully buffed. The bow started out at round 190 as well and got to round 227 just the same. The bow and the sub got the same. As the degree 1, the ace got to round 160 and then pushed up to round 200 as the degree 100. The heli got to round 161 and then up to round 201. The mortar, which I don't think was completely legit here, got to round 269 as the degree 1 and around 342 as the degree 100. And then our dartling just now got to round 195 as the degree 1 and round 249 as the degree 100. They're pretty good overall. The mortar definitely has to be bugged out, man. That is my general consensus here.